have fought back, saying the DOJ is ignoring key competitors here. Why are they doing that?
Well, good morning, Caroline. Thank you for having me. We believe the thesis from the DOJ is flawed because they consider the market very narrow in the wireless LAN, only 3 competitors, when the reality there are 8. Even industry analysts came out yesterday, stating that that's the case. So as we went through the process, we understood that that's going to be a challenge, but ultimately we believe there is no case here. This is pro-competitive. We are bringing 2 complementary technologies together, which also will enable us to compete outside the United States in the context of the previous conversation we had with Josh against the Chinese vendors in the context of national security, particularly in cloud and the service provider space. So that's why we're going to fight this vigorously, and we believe we're going to prevail through the process.
Do your lawyers think you will prevail? It's interesting, of course, other regulators signed this off, so it must have been a surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise because 14 of the 16 jurisdictions around the globe approved the deal pretty much by September last year, which was, very, very quick, since the announcement was January 9, 2024. And that included the UK and the European Union. They never asked for a second request. Customer testimony was always in favor of the transaction. And that's why, since September, we were pretty much substantially complete with the DOJ process. But obviously, through the elections and the like, we took us to today. And then, when I met with the DOJ on Tuesday, nothing new came out of that conversation. And therefore, we are surprised and disappointed. But ultimately, we believe this is pro-competitive, and we believe this is the interest on the national security in alignment with the current administration agenda. And that's why, from a pure antitrust perspective, we believe we have a case here for us.
Antonio, did you try in the course of those conversations with the Justice Department ahead of the lawsuit being filed to negotiate something or perhaps offer concessions? What might those have been, and what did DOJ ask you for?
No, it was not necessary, and the DOJ never asked for any concessions whatsoever. They asked us through the process several extensions, but we never discussed remediation or any concessions as a part of the approval.
Are you a little surprised then by the current administration actually following through with this case? You pointed to its posture when it comes to competitiveness in the U.S. And trying to, foster investment. How does this square with what the president, for instance, would be talking about when it comes to business?
Well, Mike, we don't have yet the permanent leaders, neither at the DOJ nor at the antitrust division. So we're looking forward to have them on board. We hope that they will take a second look at the case and realize that this transaction is core tech, not big tech. Remember that both Juniper Networks and HPE powers a lot of the United States infrastructure in the Department of Defense, Department of Energy, and many other administrations across the government. And so we're hopeful that when the new administration is in charge, they're going to look at this and take a second look and realize this is aligned perfectly with the agenda that the president has. America first, build in the United States. Let's remind ourselves a lot of the equipment that HPE produces today for the United States government is built in the United States and also outside the United States to compete with China. The reason why the market looks the way it looks in the United States, which is 8 vendors, and this is data from the industry analysts, which we provided, obviously a tremendous amount of documentation, is because Huawei is not allowed to play in the United States. But when you go outside the United States, there are actually 9 vendors.
It does feel like China continues to be the bogeyman that a lot of companies are going to turn on to try and get things through. And ultimately, I put to you that James McHenry, who's the acting Attorney General at the moment in the US, probably wouldn't have pursued this unless he got some sort of sign-off from the new administration, a more pro-business administration. So do you think really this is going to land any differently with Pam Bondi?
We don't know. Karen, I will not speculate on that. Excuse me for my voice. I will not speculate on that. We have dealt with the Department of Energy Antitrust Division. We were very collaborative, constructive throughout the process. And we hope that the new administration, when it's in charge, they're going to look at this and they will bring us back at the table. Otherwise, we will pursue the actions through the court. They were the ones decided to file the lawsuit to block the transaction, and we believe we have the right to defend ourselves there. And we believe that we can prevail through just the antitrust aspect of the case. And then in addition to that, we hope that also the national security aspect of this are considered as well.